Hey there, guys, and welcome back to episode lucky number 7, or part 7 of the finale. Holy wow, these things are usually 5. Man.
I was even betrayed by the academy I admired so much. I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru Kamakura.
So obviously,
what will happen to the world?
God damn.
I don't want to sacrifice myself. It's not
Which
like
of
I'll be
these?
appreciated anyway. There's no way we can beat Junko. It's the Future Foundation's fault. Not mine. I can't choose the future.
See, if you just do it, things will turn out okay. You should even be able to create the future.
That's the only one that's hopeful I've seen. Plus, she said she would help, so that makes sense. This is me? Is this really me? So uncool. It's totally uncool.
I have no talent at all.
But which of these do I counter?
The academy I admired so much. I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru Kamakura. Who cares what will happen to the world?
Maybe that
I'm
one.
gonna sacrifice myself. It's not like I'll be appreciated anyway. There's no way we can beat Junko. It's the Future Foundation's fault.
Do I just bust them all down?
Not mine. I can't choose the future.
He's not yelling at me.
Just do it, things will turn out okay.
Okay.
You should even be able to create the future.
I have no talent at all.
I'm just waiting for something to trigger.
Betrayed by the academy. I don't
Stop
want to
being
disappear.
negative.
I'm not Izuru Kamakura. Who cares what will happen to the world? Even so, I don't want to sacrifice myself. Even so.
See, if you just do it, things will turn out okay. You should even be able to create the future.
Okay, it's not doing anything. I'm saying even so, which is okay.
It's not like
But I
I'll
did
be
miss one.
appreciated in-
Okay, it does look like it's going back. There we go. Oh, now she's in 3D.
No matter what kind of future it is, as long as you guys move toward it, I will never disappear. Everything that happened here, it won't be meaningless. If you guys carried the burden of both hope and despair, you should even be able to create the future.
You said this last episode, although now you're in more 3D.
Even if it's a convenient miracle, if you just do it, things will turn out okay. That's why you can't hesitate now. Resolve to throw everything away and give it everything you got.
Alright.
Be cheering for you too.
That reminds me. I forgot to say it again.
Thank you. I seem to be... Is this what I'm supposed to do? Am I supposed to hold it down? No, pressing it seems to be more of doing something.
The tragedy will start once again.
I want to see Echo one more time.
If we turn back into ultimate despair,
Yeah, that doesn't seem to do anything.
we might be killed by the Future Foundation, right?
This is your responsibility, since you're the ones who fell to despair.
It's not your responsibility. It's the Future Foundation's.
I did something.
They're both hope and they're both despair. A conclusion will never be fucking reached.
You can't lose hope!
If the memories we made here disappear,
Okay, my bullet's getting longer. I guess that's good.
where everyone died.
This seems
You can't lose hope!
If the memories we made here disappear, we will not even remember everyone died.
If we don't rid the world of
Damn.
tragedy, we'll start one.
My future's amazing.
We turn back into. Oh, we might be killed by the future.
This is your responsibility.
It's not our responsibility. It's the future foundation. They're both hope and they're both. The conclusion will never be.
No, that's wrong!
Junko, you know they called me the Ultimate Hope, right? I've been right this whole game. Okay, well, my namesake.
It'll probably be a lot of despair, too. I don't know what kind of future awaits us.
I turned into Izumaru.
But our futures are ours. I won't let anyone take them.
Huh? Who the hell are you?
I've decided. I'm done running away. I will fight for my future. I will fight alongside the future that everyone created for me. It's not for anyone else's sake but my own.
Don't tell me. Izuru? Hey, what the heck is going on? Is this a serious bug or something?
I am not Izuru Kamakura. I am Hajime Hinata!
Oh god, this thing. I've forgotten about it.
You despair because you yearn for hope. You yearn for hope because you despair. Let's finish this already. There's no need for you to choose. Close your eyes and cover your ears. Just shut the hell up! If you do that, this game is gonna continue forever. If you don't want that, just turn off the game!
Even so,
You don't have to look at the hopeless future.
I'll never let anyone choose again!
Damn. I broke indeed. Oh Jesus, this stupid thing, are you kidding me?
I don't want anything. You have no argument. There's no hope. Just give up already. A miracle won't happen. This crappy feeling. I don't want anything. Izuru! You have no argument. The future will make you suffer. Just give up already. You're not.
I don't know how to give up.
I don't want to lose anything. The future will make you suffer. You have no argument. I don't want anything. You have no argument. There's no hope. Just give up already. A miracle won't happen. This crappy feeling. I don't want anything. Izuru! You have no argument.
I said my name was Hajime Hinata.
The future will make you suffer. Just give up already. You won't be able to do it. You won't be able to do anything. No, that's wrong.
Hey, Chiaki.
What the heck is wrong with you? Why is there a bug like this all of a sudden?
I'm not a bug. I'm not a chump.
Everyone, let's shut this game down!
I like the way this handled this. I really do. Especially that they gave you like infinite ammo the entire time on that freaking thing I hated so much. It does make you feel like you've completely invigorated your life.
But don't you get it? If we start the shutdown sequence, we'll...
There's never only one choice to make. There's no way I'll allow things to end this way. The future everyone has created for us should have more possibilities than that. Let's leave this place with confidence, and from there we can just create it on our own. The future that we want.
What are you saying? There's no way something that convenient is going to happen.
I don't know, the Danganronpa theme is starting. That bodes badly for you.
It wouldn't be strange if a miracle happened. This isn't a game. We can change the future as much as we want.
Even if you talk big, if you leave here, you're just gonna forget everything. That goes for everyone else.
We just have to press these two buttons at the same time.
I knew Sonia was with me.
I wonder. I do not really understand it myself, but I just saw it. When my body felt so heavy that I could not move. When I felt as though I was sinking into a deep black sea. It was at that moment I somehow heard Hajime's voice. And though it was just a flash, I saw it. Like a lighthouse beacon shining across an ocean of darkness. A warm, yet resolute light. The one who shined that light. It was probably... You saw it too, right, Hajime? The future we are going to create from this moment on. It is also the future that everyone has created, right?
Okay, Sonia, I like you, but the moment was really, really cool and going well, and then you just started talking about a bunch of stuff I don't really get.
Then, there is no way we can stop now.
Seriously, that's a suicidal decision.
I'm well aware it might be an act of suicide.
Okay, yeah, this is the point where
There's no
everyone...
telling how this will play out. But... I heard her voice.
And hey, you get your eye back if you do
In
this.
fact, I think it was the first time she ever yelled at me. I can't stand on my own 2 feet if she keeps treating me like a damn kid.
I don't like thinking about complicated stuff.
Well, good, because you're bad at it.
If there's someone strong worth fighting, I'll fight. It's just who I am, you know? That's what it means to be confident, right? Then, I'm gonna choose this!
Man, this sure is getting annoying again.
I'm really annoyed that you're one of the ones that made it to the end, Soda. Just gotta say that.
But if you're saying you're gonna do it, there's no way I can back out now. If I don't have any place to go back to, I should at least protect this place no matter what.
You won't. Why?
This is like the second time this happened. It was like, God dang it, someone just starts saying a whole bunch of, like, inspirational crap, and then everyone just turns against me and...
Why? How can you guys throw yourselves back into the depths of despair?
How can you ask that of all people?
Because we believe.
Huh?
We believe in our future. That's what makes us different from you. We believe that if we try new things, even difficult things, that everything will turn out okay. We believe we can even create our own futures.
That's impossible. That can't be hope. It's not even despair. What is this?
Hajime, everyone, thank you.
It's gonna be really hard to go back to being in ultimate despair after this.
I'm not the one you should be thanking.
Huh?
I never got to make a comic book. Oh, that makes sense. There was never really a crime.
Well, let's get started.
I didn't think it would end this easily.
Huh? It's not the end, right?
This is just the beginning, right?
First, we need to let this game world end.
Oh, you look so happy.
And from that point on, we're the ones who are going to create.
Oh, she got her stick back. This is almost adorable. I've never really liked Isami. And I never really thought about rainbow bondage before. Sorry, your last execution was way more despairable.
Man, this is absolute despair. I feel despair upon despair and despair toward despair yet again. How fun. Once you experience the despair I've suffered, there's no turning back.
Once you go despair, you don't turn back?
Living in the shadows of past memories. That's too sad, you know? But I guess I no longer have to hope for despair.
Is just so hopeless.
So, with them destroying...
What was that just now? Why did Usami appear? She should have already disappeared.
Byakuya says this does not make logical sense.
I guess it's just as Hajime said.
At least, this wasn't the ending prepared for them. This was the ending they created.
Well, I mean, they have very much been talking about how whenever things are deleted, they don't get deleted, thanks to AI.
Are you saying they're moving towards such an uncertain future on purpose?
Even so, the only thing we can do now is leave it to them. This game world is going to end soon. There is nothing more we can do.
Regardless, there's no need for us to do anything.
I don't feel like that she was that much shorter than Makoto previously. Okay, that looks better. I'm like, no, they were the same height practically.
Man, it's collapsing.
You're right.
I am sorry to trouble everyone, but even if we awaken in the real world and forget about what transpired here, it will still have meaning, right?
Yes, it will, because we stopped Junko, if nothing
Of
else.
course, Miss Sonia. I don't know the proper way to say this, but I kind of feel the same way too. You're so bad at explaining things. Now that it's the end, you should at least try a little harder. People can't change that easily, you know.
People can change.
Well, whether it has meaning or not, it all depends on us now.
Time's almost up.
Oh wow, his eye has the star in it, which may be a direct counterindication to Monokuma's red lightning bolt. It has a white star.
I'm pretty scared.
I am scared too.
For some reason, I wanted her to say, I am scared as well.
But it's okay, right? It makes sense to feel scared, right?
Of course.
That's the future.
Hey, I'll never forget you guys. Or the others. You guys better remember me too. My name is Kazuichi Soda. With your colorful personalities, there's no way I'd forget you guys that easily.
Even if I forget, I will use all my might and remember.
If you start talking weird later, Hajime, I'll beat you up till you turn back to normal.
Thank you.
That's a relief. But make sure you hold back as much as you can.
Probably a good plan. So, this is the end. But it's just the beginning. Isn't that right? It doesn't change how scared I am. I can't help feeling scared, but...
Thank you. Thank you, Chiaki. Phew. I finally said it.
I said it for you earlier, man.
Me too. Thank you. I'll never forget about you guys. I'll never, ever forget. I'll be cheering for you guys from now on. From somewhere. 'Cause we're all friends after all.
Danganronpa. I'm waiting for credits before I start talking about the game as a whole. I'm not sure we're done yet. I would not be disappointed if this was the end. And so, the incident's coming to an end. Incident riddled with absurdity, with nonsense, and sheer irrationality. It's about to lower the curtain. Incident smaller than Host Week Academy's biggest, most tragic event. Smaller than the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Incident so small it doesn't even have a name. The world will never know what happened here. Not now, not in the distant future. As long as they remain here.
Apparently they've finished the preparations. We can leave any time.
Then I guess we should get going.
Where are we going? Are we going to Jabberwock Island?
Makoto, is this really okay? You're the one who said, leave the questions to me. So I let you take the lead. Are they really going to be okay? Didn't they just turn back into ultimate despair?
I don't think that's the case. I mean, if they did turn back, they wouldn't have said that they'd stay on this island.
Perhaps they're thinking about helping their sleeping friends?
I can't really say for sure, but that's what I believe.
Whether they know it or not, the fact that they're already clinging to that feeling shows they're no longer who they were in the past.
I was actually kind of hoping to see pictures of us so I could find out what we looked like in the real world.
It seems that there are too many soft-hearted people here.
God, I love you, Byakuya.
But in reality, the possibility of those who are asleep waking up is close to zero.
Close to zero is infinitely away from zero, as you well know.
No, the possibility isn't a problem.
Why are we all wearing suits? I mean, like, Byakuya always wore a suit, but the other two look a little bit out of place in one, especially Makoto.
Even if there's the smallest possibility, they're still trying to create that future for themselves. In their eyes, that is the future.
The smallest possibility. You might as well call it a miracle.
But strangely enough, I have a feeling that they'll be able to reach it.
It's one of those things. The smaller the possibility in a video game, the more likely it will happen.
They've accepted their hopes and their despair, and they're trying to create their own future. Maybe, for people like that, miracles are inevitable. Don't you think?
As cheesy as ever. Seriously, you haven't grown up at all.
Haven't grown up?
That's the main reason we decided to come with you.
Because you're a little kid.
Well, who cares? I guess I'll respect your decision. This time. However, what comes next is going to be difficult for us.
Leaving them on this island. If the higher-ups at HQ find out about this, it will definitely cause a scene.
We need to work on concealing it.
That's not a problem.
And what do you intend to explain to HQ?
I'm still kind of confused why there's anyone higher up than these guys in Future Foundation. Especially because I thought it was founded by the survivors. But then apparently it wasn't.
About that. I was gonna think about it while I was on the ship.
Good luck. I'm not going to help you that much.
Huh? Why?
You should at least be glad that we decided to respect your decision.
Fine.
Then let's go back as well. We're not even close to finished yet. There's still a lot we must do. Besides the Future Foundation, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is not finished.
Not yet.
We must end this once and for all, for the sake of the future.
It seems I must fight alongside you all for a little while longer.
Plus, there's someone waiting for you to return.
Don't make me remember something so horrifying.
Then let's go. We must create our own futures too.
I'm actually really surprised that Toko let him, like, out of her sight at all.
And
There
so,
better be a scene.
the ordeal has ended.
Good. I was like, you cannot end Danganronpa 2 on a scene of the Danganronpa 1 characters. That would just be completely and utterly bull-crappy wrong. I like them, don't get me wrong. I like the Danganronpa characters, but no.
From here, our daily lives have started. Lives that are much more absurd, nonsensical, and irrational than before.
More irrational than...
Things are probably going to be a lot more difficult now. There's no such thing as an answered mystery. It's doubtful whether or not things will even end well. The future isn't a path. It's like an endless sea. You can try to go anywhere, but it doesn't mean you'll get there. Even so, I will keep on living. I will keep on living as Hajime Hinata.
So how... is his hair going to be really long and... Nope. He seems to have all of his limbs.
Lies here.
Yes, kitty, we beat the game. Well, okay. So... oh, wow, where do I even start with this game? I'll start with the good. I absolutely... The trials in this... I mean, the trials of any Danganronpa game are the highlight of the game. But the trials of this game were so much harder than the ones from Danganronpa 1. And I wasn't disappointed in the ones from Danganronpa 1. The ones from Danganronpa 1 were really, really good. But oh, this one really, really racked my brain. And it made me question and pay so close attention to things. And there was only one that I truly figured out, I think. I was pretty close on a lot of them, but only one of the 5 trials... I don't count Trial 6. But of the 5 trials, there was only one that I really nailed. And, you know, I mean, not to sit here and, you know, pat myself on the back, but I'm not a stupid person. So that's really it's really impressive for it, and for it to be able to do that. So the trials were fantastic, much better than DR1's trials. Oh my gosh, so satisfied with that. The island was well executed. I did like it. It was very, very varied. And it did feel very refreshing after being trapped in the school for all of the first game. However, well, actually there isn't a however. It seemed very varied, and I feel like the conclusion of Danganronpa 2 worked a lot better than the conclusion of Danganronpa 1 did. The conclusion of Danganronpa 1 was more or less just sort of a... yeah, we're going to throw this massive memory loss and this world-ending event out of nowhere in Chapter 6, and it completely lost me at that point. I didn't accept it. It was too much. Whereas this one, they had enough clues layered into it that I did completely accept the, you know, being in a virtual reality thing, and oh my gosh, Trial 6 was so good in this one. Trial 6 constantly had me guessing, and constantly it felt very... you knew at the end that Junko wasn't going to win, but oh, it just had me thinking so frequently. I loved it so much. If I do have to have a complaint about Danganronpa 2, I'd have to say the characterization is my complaint. There were a lot of characters I really liked in Danganronpa 2. My favorite characters were almost assuredly Gundam. I really liked Gundam. I really liked Nagito. I really liked Chiaki towards the end, although I'll be the first to say Chiaki's character kind of got a, like, nitrous oxide boost in chapters 5 and 6. Wasn't really all that impressed with it before that. And then, yeah, I do think I liked Hajime more than I liked Nagito. Or, not, sorry, Nagito, Makoto. So, that was well done. However, I do have to say that just overall the characters seemed a little bit weaker. They didn't And granted, this may be because I went through all of the side events in Danganronpa 1, I learned more about all the characters, but a lot of them just seemed very, very shallow characters, you know? And I don't feel like that was the case in Danganronpa 1. You know, Danganronpa 1 certainly had its shallow characters, you know. I certainly always found Hina to be a fairly shallow character, but it just seemed like there was a prevalence of them in this one, which was very kind of frustrating. Now I do have to say, I think the reason I liked Hajime more than I liked Makoto is because I feel like Hajime had to do more of the heavy lifting himself. Makoto was logical and was fairly smart, but man, you know, Byakuya and I can never remember her damn name, but the girl with white hair, Kyoko, did so much, and were really the brains that moved DR1, and you were just the hope that, you know, didn't let anyone give up. Whereas in DR2, yes, Hajime did have some assistance from Chiaki and Nagito, but both of them, you know, Chiaki really seemed more like a cheerleader than a serious investigator like Kyoko was. You know, she would occasionally have a pretty good observation, but it wasn't the same. And then, as for Nagito was really, really smart, really insightful, but was actively half the time working against you, so half of his contributions were actually designed to mislead you. So I felt like Hajime was presented as a smarter person than Makoto was. And I really like that. I enjoy when the character that's supposed to be me is intelligent. Because I like to think of myself as intelligent. I think this goes without saying. If I were to rate this game, it would rate very, very, very highly. I do not know what I would change. I think the only thing I would change about the game is possibly I never really did like Monomi. So didn't like her at all, never really got her character. I know why she was in there, and I don't disagree with her being in there, and I think that is very, I mean, I get her role in the story, I never liked her as a character. The Usami strap. I was just talking about how I want to strap Asami. Psh! Danganronpa IF. Sure. What the heck? New save data. Alright. And that is it. So with that, I will end this massive 7-section long area. Wow. So, whew. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone that suggested I play this series. Obviously, the series isn't done yet. There is still Ultra Despair Girls, and then there is also, of course, Danganronpa 3 that is going to come out eventually. But I had heard a little bit about this game, but I do not know if I ever would have played it if there hadn't been so many of you guys that were like, no, you need to play Danganronpa. This is a series that you should do, so thank you so much. What the hell is this? Interesting. Should I do this? Should I record this? I don't know what this is. How long is this? I'm confused. Anyway, see you next time, guys. Or possibly not. This may be the last bit unless you want me to record the novel. So tell me.